You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We are jumping straight into breaking news this morning. Our crew's following the latest updates after 2 children were shot in DeKalb County.
Molly Oak has been live from a scene for the last hour. Molly, tell us, what are you seeing out there?
Well, Cheryl, Aisha, we know a 6- and 7-year-old were shot early this morning, now in the hospital. Police still out on scene, although they are a good bit away from us because that apartment is on private property, so we have to stay outside the gates, although we have been talking with them both here and then also back at the station as well. I want you to take a look at this video, though, to get a closer look. It happened just after 2 a.m. in DeKalb County at the Artesian East Village Apartments in southeast Atlanta, and that's south of I-20 near the Gresham Park neighborhood. We are still working to learn what led up to this shooting and if police made any arrests. We'll keep you updated as we continue to learn more. Guys.
Molly, thank you. This morning, Douglas County schools will be back to normal operations after they were placed on lockdown while police were searching for an armed man.
Before a shootout with deputies, police say he was seen on a high school campus where there was a Special Olympics event happening. A lot of kids around. This is new video from a Ring doorbell showing that shootout. It happened about 2 miles from New Manchester High School. Investigators say when deputies tried talking to Stephen Blunt, he shot at them. Deputies fired back. They say Blunt later died at the hospital.
Investigators say they are looking to talk to a teenager again after he was dropped off at a South Georgia emergency room, intoxicated and covered in urine and spray paint. Less than 24 hours ago, police gave an update on Trenton Lair Camp. They say they have identified all the juveniles from 2 incidents where Trenton's family says he was abused and humiliated. Although police say they are not calling this hazing, right now he's recovering in the hospital.
Starting today, family and friends will remember 3 members of the same family shot and killed in Conyers. There'll be a visitation this afternoon for Corey Tamiko and Joy Gray. It's at the Springfield Baptist Church from 4 to 6. The funeral's tomorrow. Another family member, 21-year-old Jalen Gray, is now facing murder charges in the case.
Georgia lawmakers calling it quits after a long night at the state capitol where they tried to push through any last-minute bills before the end of the legislative session. Ariana Maniz live with a look at which bills made the cutoff.
Good morning. State legislators, they worked past their midnight deadline, weighing in on key legislative proposals to wrap up the final day of the 2023 legislative session. Now, off the top, the General Assembly, they were able to sign off on a $32.4 billion state budget, which did include money to fully fund the Hope Scholarship, as well as a pay increase for state employees and a $2,000 pay increase for teachers and a $4,000 to $6,000 pay increase for some law enforcement officers. Now, some measures just didn't make it to the finish line this year. Measures that are dead for the year include a bill that would have offered vouchers to children attending poorly performing public schools that failed to pass. Now, critics, they feared that this proposal would take away from public school funding, and proponents of this legislation said it wouldn't. Take a listen.
As we believe that our taxpayer public funds should be reserved for our public schools. It is a requirement of our state constitution.
They're not taking money away from public school education. This is a totally different and separate program from anything that the public school is funded by.
Now, other measures that did gain a lot of attention this legislative session but failed to advance was a bill that would have banned booting in the state of Georgia, as well as an effort to legalize sports betting, as well as legislation that would have established a definition for anti-Semitism. Now, there's always a chance that these measures and proposals will show up in the next legislative session, but we'll have to wait and see. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. That was a look at your top headlines.
All right, a pick of the week for you, Chesley.
Yeah, this is going to be my pick for the week. Yeah, beautiful day here. You can see with the 4 essential times of the day, starting off this morning on the cool side, of course, but by noon, lunchtime, we're looking at 63, 72 for our afternoon high when the kids are getting out of school. By 7 o'clock when you're driving home or already at home getting ready to walk the dog, you're looking at temperatures right around 69 degrees every area. Every time frame with sunshine, plenty of it for today. Nothing but sunshine around here and throughout the southeast as well. It's looking beautiful thanks to high pressure that is now built into our area. Got a front up here to the north that will stall or take its time getting down in here. Not worried about that one. We have another system back off to the west that will bring changes for us. So enjoy today while you can, folks. You can see right here behind me, I'm gonna get out of the way. We have a level 1 or a marginal threat for severe weather over toward Oklahoma City. We're gonna watch that because as that storm begins to shift toward the east, really starts to intensify. We're talking about a level 4 threat over the Memphis area. You see that red there? Around that, of course, is a level 3 threat, the enhanced risk. This system will attract to the east. You notice over us for tomorrow. This is by Friday. Looking at a marginal threat for our northwestern counties, extreme northwest. Dade, Walker County got a level 2 threat there. This will be late Friday going into Saturday as a front approaches the area. Saturday itself, we're looking at the system weakening even more. So there's only a general threat for thunderstorms for us. Level 1 threat further south down toward the Macon area southeast. So we're looking at scattered showers. Now the timing for this will be Saturday morning. So today we can enjoy the sunshine around, looking good. Friday is when we start to see the clouds begin to increase. Cloudy skies for much of the day Friday. We'll say a mix of sun and clouds through the day. Dry for the most part. It's up here to our north after about 5, 6 o'clock that we can see a stray shower or two. Here comes that rain through the overnight going into Saturday morning. We'll have some scattered showers around. This is by 6:45. Notice that line of thunderstorms making its way down to the metro, but again, breaking up as it moves in. A few of those thunderstorms could pack some gusty winds. We'll be watching that to see if anything happens to turn severe, but we're not anticipating any widespread severe weather our way at all. At least right now, that's the way it looks for us. In fact, by the afternoon on Saturday, as the storms shift further to the south, we'll begin to clear it out, and we'll get the sunshine back in here for Sunday. Sunday, in fact, is another 11 Live day, so I can put my face there and here. As a matter of fact, my picks. You're looking at starting the work week with the 70s, but we'll heat up to the 80s by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week and remain a bit unsettled.
Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a look at Nashville, Tennessee, where an emotional vigil brought hundreds of people together last night. They, along with the rest of the nation, are grieving 6 victims of the deadly school shooting. First Lady Jill Biden visited the memorial at the Covenant School on Wednesday. This morning, police are not releasing any new details, but we do know local and federal investigators are closely studying the manifesto the shooter, a former student, left behind. This morning, the man who helped block traffic for kids escaping the school is sharing his perspective. He says the country cannot let these tragedies become the norm.
We can't wake up to this reality every day and worry about the safety of our kids going to school, a place where they should be safe.
The Today Show will have more from that interview, plus the emotional gun debate happening on Capitol Hill. That's right after 11 Alive Morning News.
While all of that is going on, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is getting pushback for plans to visit a Metro Atlanta gun store today. He is set to speak at Adventure Outdoors in Smyrna. This morning, Georgia Congresswoman Lucy McBath and Nikema Williams are calling on him to cancel that visit. McBath saying his push for what she calls irresponsible and dangerous gun laws have no place in Georgia.
This morning, we have new details on a story about a Metro Atlanta family whose car rolled into their home. People are rallying to help. We just checked the fundraiser and they are getting closer to the goal. Over the last several hours, the Paul family's GoFundMe has raised another $3,000, so the total now is $7,200. The goal is $20,000. The family was already on hard times when their own car crashed into their living room. You see the damage. They tell us a tow truck driver accidentally failed to secure it when it was there to be repossessed. The family tells 11 Alive they've been strapped for cash after being surprised with back-to-back babies. They're all now living together in a hotel.
A special program is supporting teens experiencing homelessness with haircuts. For young people dealing with unstable housing, it can be hard to afford a haircut. Nonprofit Stand Up for Kids teamed up with the Hair Proud team to offer free haircuts this month. Stand Up for Kids offers resources for homeless youth all around the country.
Well, this afternoon, we're looking at temperatures in the 60s, right around 63 degrees. Yeah, we'll take that. Going up to 72 for an afternoon high. It's going to be very, very nice out there. Plenty of sunshine all day long. Winds will remain on the light side. Even driving home, you're going to need those shades, of course, as temperatures will be right around 69 degrees by the 6 o'clock hour. Not bad at all. Clouds will come back to us tomorrow, and the rain chance comes as we start the work week next week.
Leslie's pick of the day and opening day for baseball. Atlanta Braves are on the road today in Washington, D.C. They'll play the Nationals at 1:05 this afternoon, starting off a new season.
Max Fried on the mound.
Yeah, home opener next Thursday.
Next Thursday, we'll be out at Truist Park. Can't wait.
Long season, long season. Hopefully the Braves can pull it off again. We'll see.
That would be great.
Really? Did you just say
Hey,
that?
man, I'm rooting for you. But the Phillies will be there. They will be there.
I'm like, what is happening here? The earth is off its axis. Today's show is next. We'll see you tomorrow.